We're in our Weston project over here. I think you guys have seen these, but these are a mud-in HVAC grill. AG10 J-frame, 4x10 primed. So these are from Architectural Grills. And that grill right here is actually removable. If you look inside, there's an Allen wrench. They actually send you a little fancy tool to take these out. But I wanted to show you guys these, number one, in the raw, and then installed. Man, does that look clean. So you can see these are all plastered in. So the whole ceiling is plastered here and blends in. And all you have is that little 1/8 inch reveal all the way around. So when they're painting the ceiling, we'll pull that grill down, probably spray that grill, but the rest of it just gets painted right with the ceiling. Again, you can see that little hardware. Each corner has one. It's rare that you're gonna need to pull those out, but man, does that look clean. What do you guys think? And then paired with our recessed light. Hard to see with them on. And then we just got speakers in here, and that's it. And then how about this thing? So a couple of you guys have asked about this. So we manufactured that out of PVC. And what we did is we laid out on the CNC. You're good, man. You're good. Yeah, you're good. We manufactured that on the CNC. So what we did is we laid that out in CAD, all of our slat locations. You can actually see it goes up into the ceiling. So what we have here is that piece of PVC, our blue board, and then plywood strapping that is also manufactured in the same manner. So we get a nice strong slot. So when we install our cold rolled steel pieces, I'm using the HVAC vent as a pointer, but our cold rolled steel pieces, they'll slip up into that, and then we're gonna actually transfer that down to our floor, which you can't see yet, and we'll router out the hardwood in the same exact pattern. And what's nice is that we took a piece of PVC, we milled it down to just under 1/8 of an inch, almost a 1/16 of an inch at this spot here. And then we added all these little holes just so the plaster has something to grab to. They'll put some mesh tape and then plaster it. But right here against where the steel is and against where this, eventually this is gonna be glass, this is a 3/16. So they'll actually build the plaster out 3/16 flush with that, flush with these flanges all the way across. And then when it gets painted with the ceiling, you'll never know, and you'll just have a bunch of square, really clean holes. Which was nice, because otherwise we would have just cut the blue board and had this rough edge. Realistically, you're not going to see it because that steel goes up in there, but then it gets wrapped in a piece of oak that's only a 1/2 inch down from the ceiling, which is great. You'll get the intent, but we want to look at this as if, you know, let me pull this down. I want to look at this as if we were up on a ladder, or if we were under a microscope, or even on the floor. If we drop and lay on the floor, we don't want it to look messy. We want it to look clean. And honestly, that piece probably costs a couple $100 between CAD time and running it on the CNC, and it's going to make our job a heck of a lot easier. So at the end of the day, I don't even know if it would have, if we would have been able to achieve something of a lesser quality for less money. So it's nice. You can see here's before the recessed light. You can see the flange, and then they add all the tape, taping all the screws. So a little change in this project. Originally, these exterior walls were all going to be plastered, and we're doing this oak slat detail. What the hell is that?
Oh, that's a little pin nail.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a.
I was wondering how the hell it came out. I was like,
design feature.
Nice. So this is for the kids. Don't touch the wall.
You can remove.
So Coop's working on these oak extension jambs. That's what I was going for, dude. Look at that. So these are basically almost in shiplap fashion, and you get this 1/4 inch reveal, which this just overlaps a little bit on this extension jamb. And then these slats will continue all the way around this room. And one of the tricky parts, and they don't have to move a lot, 1/128th of an inch made a big difference on another wall that we laid out. But that being said, you can see how Coop's laying this out with a 1/4 inch reveal.
You want to throw another one on there?
when you get over to the other side of the window, we have enough in here to be able to adjust them. Like I said, 1/128th of an inch to make sure that all those 1/4 inches meet with the windows. Oh, nice. It's gonna look nice. And this is getting a whitewash feature. And then up top, is it 1/2 inch up top?
Yeah,
Yeah.
1/2 inch from the ceiling, 1/2 inch from the floor.
So we'll have a 1/2 inch up top against the ceiling and a 1/2 inch off the floor, which before any of this goes together, they're actually gonna run a strip of oak plywood on the floor. So when you're laying on the floor cleaning all the dust and debris out of these shadow gaps that everyone keeps talking about, it'll be oak. I swear to God, everyone literally thinks that trash is going to get stuck in these shadow gaps, which is, I mean, it's so valid. It's you know what's gonna suck is when you get a chip bag stuck in the ceiling one. You know, like a Lay's potato chip, like the wind blows it, and it's just gonna get stuck up there. No, but you can see.
Those grills are removable, so like when it falls up into the grill too, you can get that.
So you can see up here, that's actually gonna be a piece of oak.
Yeah.
That way, like I said, on the 1/2 inch gap on the top and bottom, when you look beyond it, it won't be this plywood, or it won't be another finish or any other material except for oak. So it starts with these oak extension jambs. They're getting all these fit. All these windows are existing, so they're not totally true and plumb, which makes it more difficult. I almost think, you know, maybe we should have just ripped them out. But they're getting these fit, making sure that the slats and the reveals and that they're coplanar, and then those things get sent out to finish, and this room starts getting wrapped up. But yeah, this detail will go all the way around the room, with the exception of these niches. So these all get plastered. These get plastered, and then mirrors in the back, and then the top one is actually going to be on a panel. Bottom one's going to be on a panel. It'll open up the top one. Actually, the bottom one here is going to access our steam unit. You can see all the rough in there. So we're using the Pro Press. And then up top, we got our exhaust vent, which ties into our niche in the shower right here. And this will be for the steam, because this is a steam shower. All right, guys. So I'm actually really digging these job site walks. Just another unfiltered way that we can share what's going on, kind of like our stories on Instagram, but a little bit more in depth and be able to talk, you know, directly about some of these details that we're doing. Obviously, our crafted series is our baby, and we have a tremendous amount of production in there, and making sure that we're capturing the process all the way through. But it's these little details that we want to show and showcase in the moment, and talk about them and really explain, you know, the level of care and detail that our team and our team of subcontractors and vendors really put into these projects. So I hope you guys are digging these episodes. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time.